Why is meditation so beneficial for your health? Let's look at the word meditation to begin with. Medi. What does medi mean? So the original Latin for medi means middle or medium. So right down the middle. So what we're doing when we meditate is we're tuning into the middle of ourselves. So we're not going into the past, we're not going into the future, we're coming into the now, which is the present moment, which is the middle. It's now. There is no in between. That is what meditation does. People ask me, what do I do when I meditate? What do I do, like personally, when I meditate? What am I thinking of? Well, I'm not really thinking of anything, to be honest with you. I'm consciously aware of my thoughts, but I'm not purposely thinking of anything. But I'm also not purposely trying to stop the thoughts. The trick and the thing about it's not really a trick, it's just a way, it becomes a way of being. So what you're actually doing is you're just becoming consciously aware of your thoughts, of where your mind is taking you. And that is it. It's very, very simple, but it's also quite tricky because we've been so conditioned to follow our thoughts and not to stop, that stress is the only way forward, when actually sometimes just stopping is the biggest leap you can take in your own discovery, your own healing, your own journey. Just being able to stop and stop all that stuff that's going on, all the what you did last week, what you're doing next week, why do I feel like this, all the streaming of the mind that continues to play on us, and that wreaks havoc with our energy, it wreaks havoc with our body, our physiological state, because it puts us into stress, it puts us into somewhere that we don't want to be. It takes us out of the middle. So that's why we meditate, if you can, once a day, or as many times as you want. There really isn't a limit on how long you want to meditate for and how much you want to meditate for. But, every day, 20 minutes, done, job done. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be that long. And also, when you get really good at it and you become more proficient at meditation, what you can then do is actually become more mindful of yourself in everyday activity, in everyday actions. So you become more mindful of when you're putting the kettle on. You become more mindful of when you're doing the dishes. You become more mindful of when you're eating your food. And then everything within your day becomes a meditative practice. So when you do go to meditate, it's easier to get into the meditative state rather than sitting there and taking 5 minutes to just and your mind doing this and going here and going there, which is all, it's natural. That is normal for the mind to do that, because the mind isn't used to just like stopping. The mind is always wanted to do something. And also the ego is always wanting to throw things in to stop you from doing that. But why does the ego try to do that? Because the ego is part of you, and we all have an ego. But again, the ego has conditioned us, and the ego has been conditioned from external situations and external circumstances to make us think and not be able to just stop. So it takes a lot of skill to be able to just stop and to just accept, what is, what has been, what may be. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because it's not now. And meditation teaches us that by bringing us to that central spot, that central place within ourselves, within time, if you want to think of a context of time, but time doesn't really exist, but that's something for another day. But it brings us to that point of just centralization, deep inner knowing, and meditation is medication. Meditation changes so much, internally, externally. It's amazing. It really helps to open your mind, find your inner power, find your strength, and makes you realize how much crap you do think and how much crap you think is important, such as the jobs you didn't get done for your employer, or this that needs doing. It's irrelevant really. In the grand scheme of things, it's irrelevant, because the most important part about all of this is you. Having that acceptance and being able to give yourself that time to stop, to breathe, to listen, and and to just be. Give it a go, give it a try. Comment below, let me know how it works for you.